First things first, though, is I have Mr. White that's been representing him.
Right.
And I guess, did I grant your motion withdrawal or we're having a hearing now?
We come back on Monday.
All right, so come on up.
So Will reached out to me on Wednesday. I spoke with Michael on Friday. I spoke with Michael on Wednesday. And so basically the understanding is that Will's gonna sub in and take over and I guess possibly
Are you
resolve.
hiring on?
I'm hired on to this new felony
Okay.
case that triggered this whole deal. I've agreed to sub in on this case to work out whatever's going on here, and I've been talking to Michael about that. The felony case is bogus for a lot of reasons, but talk to the state about this as well.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Putting the cart ahead of the horse.
Okay.
So you went out.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You're out.
Okay. And I'm in.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
You want me to appoint him a lawyer or do you want to?
I'm taking it pro bono because I'm hired on the felony and we want to just resolve this DWI deal today, probably.
Well, because here's the deal. I'm putting him in jail. You picked up a felony while you're on bond for a DWI. You're not supposed to pick up any new cases. You've now picked up a felony and injury to a child, and it's just now coming to my attention, even though this thing's from November. I'm revoking your bond.
Okay, this just escalated fast. The judge has learned that the defendant allegedly picked up a new felony while already out on bond for a DWI, and that changes the entire conversation. The judge is now revoking bond, which means the defendant could be taken into custody while the new case moves forward. But here's the big question. Should the court treat a new accusation as enough to immediately revoke someone's freedom? Or does the defendant deserve more consideration before that decision is made? Let us know what you think.
Motion to withdraw. Yeah, it's there. Do you see it, Seth? Do you need a cause number?
Yes.
I have the 2500939. Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, can you put it in the queue so I can sign it? Okay, all right. Tell me. Does,
I know.
look, there's a certain standard.
I
You pick
understand.
up an injury to a child. I don't know anything about the case. All I know, he's picked up a third degree felony and it's a serious charge. It's not like it's a
but, yeah.
trespass, but it's so,
But you know that these charges can be empty.
but I don't know that for sure. All I know is that he's picked up a felony. He's not done squat while he's on bond for this thing. He's literally been riding free, not doing anything for the last 4 months, 4.5 months.
Has he been blown into?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Done nothing. He's not tested. He's not had. He's literally done nothing. So, anyways,
State's offered a time served. I talked to Michael about it. I'm like, hey, my plan coming in was to try to get him back on PTI
I think
because
they're like,
the felony is so ridiculous. It blows my mind. But regardless, I was talking about that this morning. He's like, honestly, Will, he's like, the PTI it's not feasible for me to do. He's like, is there any other alternative?
if you want time, take it maybe a day.
I don't need the time. He wants to time serve it today, Judge.
Well, if that's what he wants to do, then that's on him.
Okay. Would the court accept that?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I mean, look, far be it from me to, because that's what we would do in every case.
Right.
Any case that comes back here. And I mean, obviously, state, you need to also be happy as well, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
But it's on you guys. So I'm on board if they're on board.
Okay. I will run it by him just to make sure and then we'll get paperwork started. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Douglas, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You know, it doesn't make me happy to put people in jail, but if you're a danger to my community, I only have one place for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand something very serious now, that this DWI is going to go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. You get pulled over again, first thing an officer does, they're going to look at your record. When they see this and they look at the other, what do you think they're going to do? Think they're going to be happy? Think they're going to give you a hard time? Probably. So if you even have the most faintest remote smell of anything funky, it's probably not going to go well for you. You need to understand that from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial. right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Do you understand? You still want to do this? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated?
Here's the moment where the consequences become crystal clear. The defendant has now pleaded guilty to the DWI and admitted the high BAC enhancement, meaning this is no longer just a courtroom argument. The conviction is going on the record. The judge is also warning that future traffic stops could become much more serious because of this history. And that's the judge's message in a nutshell. One mistake may be a mistake, but repeated decisions behind the wheel can bring increasingly severe consequences. Would you have accepted the same deal or fought the charge in court?
1 day for every $100 you owe. So you can imagine how much jail time you will do on a $4,500 sentence. On a second DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge. Get a clue. If you want to get lit, great. Take an Uber. $40 anywhere you want to go in this city. You understand? What do you do for a living?
Work at a warehouse.
How much money do you make a month?
I'm sorry. 16.
Look, I'm going to waive your fee for you today. You come back with another DWI, get ready, because it's just, do you understand? Get a clue. Good luck. Oh, I am suspending your license for 180 days, sir. Do not drive until you get a license. All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Good morning, Ms. Howard. So you are wanted out from another state. Your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond. I don't know. You know, I've never met you before. I don't know you. I don't know how dangerous of a person you are. I don't know if I give you a bond, are you going to go back? I don't know. I know that you're going to tell me it's little gumdrops and rainbows, but how you are on paper tells me who you are, because everybody tells me one thing, but when they get on paper, they're a completely different person. So I got to get to know you before we set you a bond. So Amy, tell us about Miss Howard.
Yes, Judge. She's wanted from Navajo County, Nebraska, for burglary, felony 2A, theft unlawful taking 5,000 plus, and conspiracy to commit a class 2A. State is opposed to a bond based, one, on the charges that she's wanted for, two, on the fact that she has previously been a fugitive in your court.
Oh, really?
Yes, from South Carolina for robbery.
What happened with that case? Do you know?
I believe they picked her up in that case. Yes, they picked her up in that case. Her most recent conviction was also back in 2024 for a beating with a motor vehicle out of Defendant County. Day has also indicated to me that she is on federal probation right now.
She's on. That's out of Arkansas, Judge. That's what she's on bond for. She is on the leg, has the leg monitor on for that.
What's she on federal probation for?
What are you on probation out for?
I think like a jail conspiracy charge.
Where?
A conspiracy?
Out of where?
Arkansas.
That's the case out of Arkansas, Judge.
Possession with intent to distribute, it looks like. Her release date is 2029.
So is that different from what she has in Nebraska, the federal probation case, or are you talking about, is that the same one?
Nebraska should be different. What she's wanted for right now is the burglary. So the basis of the probation, the federal probation would be the possession with intent to distribute.
Got it.
That's out of Arkansas. When she was in Arkansas, Nebraska put a hold on her, but they didn't come get her.
So let's get this right. Here in Harris County, in 22, you have a burglary of a building, a failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice, meaning you're trying to evade law enforcement. You have a prior fugitive case from 21. You have another failure to ID from 2024. You're on federal probation in some other state. You have another open burglary in.
And now we have a completely different kind of courtroom problem. The judge is looking at a defendant with an alleged out-of-state warrant, prior cases: an open burglary case, federal probation, and an alleged evading charge. From the court's perspective, the issue isn't simply whether she deserves a bond, it's whether the judge can reasonably trust that she will appear in court and follow the law if released. With this many red flags on the record, the bond decision is about to get very interesting. Do you think the judge should give her a chance, or does this history justify keeping her in custody?
They're on you when they pulled you over, is that correct?
Right.
Okay. Did you attempt to flee from at that time?
No.
Okay. And that's what, you're aware of that case up in Nebraska?
Not until my lawyer had told me to turn myself in, but they said when we were in court day for that.
I don't want you to talk about the cases now.
Okay.
How old are you, ma'am? How old are you?
24.
You're 24 and you have all those priors. You scare me, Miss Howard. You truly do. Because if I put my name on a bond, I don't want something bad to happen. And as history dictates, and as the paper says, it's, sometimes we have to protect people from themselves because they're their own worst enemy. You know, I